Hello students, today for math, you're doing lesson 8-6 and you're making an organized list. Now, if you watched the video that I posted yesterday, which talked about ways to make numbers with ones and tens, I think that video will help you understand a little bit better what you're doing here. For this video, I'm just going to read what the directions are for this worksheet, but it's very similar to what you did yesterday. So on the front page, you see a chart, a place value chart that says tens and ones. What you can do is pick one number. I'm going to suggest you pick the number 42. And I want you to see if you can come up with different ways to make 42. Now, what I would say is that 42 has 4 tens. So you would write 4 right here, or you can write 40. And right here, you would write 2 for 2 ones. And then if you broke a 10 apart and you added it to the ones place, what would that next combination be? Okay, so go ahead and test that out. Let's go to the inside. I'm going to go ahead and make it a 2-page view. So thank you for bearing with me for just a moment. So up at the top, it says read and understand how many ways can you show the number 38 with tens and ones. Over here it says plan. I can make a list of all the different ways. Over here it says solve. There are 4 ways to show 38 with tens and ones. And right here on the chart you see 3 tens, 8 ones. And then they broke apart a 10 and they put that over in the ones place. So now there's 2 tens and 18 ones. They broke another 10 apart. And now they have just 1 10 and 28 ones. They broke that last 10 apart. Now there are 0 tens and 38 ones. So it says look back and check, skip count by tens to double check to make sure that you did your work correctly. Let's read problems 1 and 2. It says use cubes and make a list to solve. If you don't have cubes, you can use drawings or you can use other objects you might have at your house, like pencils or crayons to represent tens, and maybe like something small like beans to represent the ones. Carl, number 1 says, Carl lists all the ways to show 25 as tens and ones. What ways did he show 25? So he got it started for you. He wrote 2 tens, 5 ones. If he broke apart one of those tens and put it in the ones place, what would the next combination be? So go ahead and try and figure that out. Number 2 says Andrea wants to show 31 as tens and ones. What are all the ways? I'm going to give you a little help on this one. If in the number 31 there's a 3 in the tens place, that means there's 3 tens. There's a 1 in the ones place, and we can write 1 right here for the ones place. Break apart one of the tens and the 3 and see what your next combinations are going to be. Okay, let's look at the do you understand part. Remember, for this part, you don't have to write it down. You can just tell a stuffy, a pet, or a human if you would like. It says, how do you know that you found all of the ways to show 25 in exercise 1? Hint, hint, if you don't remember, check back up at the top here to see what our friend suggests for us to do. Okay, number 3 and 4. Same directions, use cubes and make a list to solve. Again, if you don't have cubes, that's fine. You can use pictures or objects that you have at home. Number 3 says, Miranda lists all the ways to show 46 as tens and ones. What ways did she show 46? So I gave you some hints on number 1 and 2. I'm going to leave number 3 and 4 for you to do on your own. Just remember, the tens and the ones place are in the same spot in the entire numeral. So the digit that's on the right side is in the ones place. The digit on the left side is in the tens place. Number 4 says, Shane wants to show 33 as tens and ones. What are all the ways? So again, same thing, I'm going to leave this one for you to practice on your own. I'm going to exit out of this 2-page view. We're going to go to the back, and you guessed it, my favorite problem on the back is the journal. So let's take a look at the back. Here we go. I will read the other problems to you after I read the journal. Number 7, choose a number between 10 and 100. Find all the ways you can make the number with tens and ones. Make a list. I'm a little surprised they said 100 because we've not been working with hundreds place. If you want to try to challenge yourself and you want to try to do a number past 100, that's fine. Works the same way. You're just going to add one more place value on the left of the tens and call it hundreds. So anyway, you choose your number and then try to write down all of the different ways you can make it with tens and ones. Let's go back up to 5 and 6 in case you would like to do these problems. Number 5 says, Andrew says there are 4 ways to make 27 with tens and ones. Is he correct? And then you circle yes or no. I do want to see your work though. So there are 4 different boxes here underneath the tens and ones. See if you can make 27 in 4 different ways. Number 6 says Connie's list shows ways to make 49, but she forgot one way. Which numbers are missing in her list? This one has options for you. So take a look at A, B, C, and D. Try to figure out which one makes sense. All right, students, let's take a look at the reteaching page. So the reteaching page usually has an example done for you. As you see here at the top, I'm going to read that to you. It says, how many ways can you show 18 with tens and ones? Over here, they have some cubes. Let's count them. Let's count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, so how many tens are in 18? Well, like I had said earlier, the number on the right-hand side in a 2-digit number is the ones place. On the left side, it is the tens place, and there is a 1 in that place. So there is 1 10. How many ones are there? Right, it says are left over. Well, again, the ones is on the right side of this 2-digit numeral, and so it is 8. And we put it in the box here, 1 10 and 8 ones. Now if we break apart that 10 and we put it in the ones place, guess what? Here are all the ones up here. The broken 10 is right up here at the top. So this is 10, and that's broken apart to make 18 with that 8, and so there are 18 ones. So in the chart, you would write 0, 10s, 18, 1s. All right. Number 1 says Olivia wants to show 25 with tens and ones. Make a list to show the ways. You've worked with numbers similar to this, so I believe in you. I know you can do this. I would recommend drawing some pictures. You have some great space right next to this problem. Let's look at number 2, reasonableness. Penny says there are 4 ways to make 26. Is she correct? Why don't you practice that on your own? See if you can make 26 in 4 different ways. Okay, students, thanks for listening today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll catch you in another video.